All right. We're back live. I'm not going to stop this until we hit number one best fucking seller. Now, I'm about to interview the lovely wife, Miss Heather Williams, the fearless leader of Unleashed. But before I do,
Oh God.
no, nothing bad about you. But I'm gonna catch up on. I've been doing this the entire time on the first live. Jesus, there's been so many. Hold on, bruh. There's been so many since we got off. All right, Michael Strugala, I know, is like one of the last ones. Yeah, Michael Strugala was one of the last ones. Uh, Brett Newman, fucking Oklahoma, Bailey Driver, Arkansas. I did call her. I did call Justin. Kyle Carter, Tennessee, Derek Jackson, Louisiana. Oh shit, they're coming in. It's messing me up. But guys, thank you so fucking much. I'm just gonna pick one. Alex in Utah, we got Kia E, Indiana, Chris Tartar, or Tarta, New Jersey, Anna Garrison, Tennessee, John Heener, Florida, Lori Jewett, Missouri, Quentin West, North Carolina, Matt Conley. Yo, what's up? Damn, you moved to Barley? What the fuck? Arnold Brillia, Texas, Madison Ogden, Tennessee, Colt Manning, Mississippi, Trey Feist, Texas. Guys, let's fucking go. I don't even know what we're up now. Mars taking a shower. Guys, Mars been up for...
Poor guy.
Dude, Mars been up for 26, 28, 30 hours now. Mm-hmm. So he finally took a break to go take a shower. When he gets back, I'll let you know how many copies we sold already. But without further ado, obviously, for you don't know, we are talking about one foot in front of the other. Guys, today, in 44 motherfucking minutes, we hit number one new release. So the big goal, the undaunting goal is number one bestseller within 24 hours. But I wanted to bring y'all some fresh material. Obviously, if you haven't made your purchase yet, go to www.zachariawilliams.com/one foot in front of the other. I'll know, motherfucker. So do it. And I'm going to be calling you out. Oh, that's my wife naked right there on the phone. So I'll know. I'll know when you signed up. So fucking sign up. You guys smile like this is everything. We love each other most of the time. But without further ado, I wanted to bring some interviews to you guys. I'm going to be interviewing Heather first. Obviously, she comes first in my life, so she gets first interview. We're going to be interviewing Jay Bird. We're going to be interviewing Big Marv, going over this book, some of the journey that's gone through to get to where we're at today, which is launch day, which we were not expecting number one new release within 44 minutes.
I'm proud of you. Congratulations.
Proud of us. But anyways, let's go through some of this and see like what does this journey look like from you? Like, I mean, you got to see. I mean, so I started writing the book, guys, at 40,000 feet in the air. I can't remember exactly all the different. I think I mentioned it in the book.
I remember where we were going. I remember you were stressed out.
Belize.
You were drinking Jack and Coke, and you started the book.
It was Belize because it was that flight. That got me.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So for those of you who don't know, bro, y'all want to talk about a journey, guys. Mm-hmm. I'm suffering from flight anxiety right now. Because on the way to Belize, I didn't even put this together till you said that, motherfucker. So I started writing this book on our trip to Belize. Mm-hmm. We experienced turbulence so bad that the woman on our row on the other aisle, across the aisle, came out of her seat onto the man next to her because she wasn't buckled in. Yep. Our seatbelts were the only things that held us into our seats, and it tripped me out, and I have not flown well since, and that was almost a year ago. And that's a big deal. Like I've been on 44 planes last year alone. Like it's a big deal if I have flight anxiety. Anyways, so started writing the book, 40,000 feet. We were on our way to Belize. That's when I started outlining everything. It's just been a crazy story. So I mean, you've gotten to sit by my side and watch. In fact, you You wrote your book and finished your book before I. So we were going back and just let's talk
A big
about
old
it.
competition.
Yeah, let's talk about what's
Zach
your
could
experience
not
been?
stand to lose against me, and I finished my book before him, and
First
he was
of all,
livid.
It's not just you. I can't stand to lose
I mean,
to
period.
anyone,
But I think it's worse.
because you egg it in more than anyone fucking else does anyway.
Well, duh.
But-
No, I mean, like it was fun to see you so just like enthralled in it, and really like you wanted to get so much out, and there was just so like you got so zoned into it, and it was just really fun to watch you like be so passionate about something. And like, I mean, you literally would stay up all night doing that. It was literal blood, sweat, and tears you poured into that. I mean, there were so many nights I woke up and was like reaching for you, and you weren't there, and I'd peep out the door and you're fucking typing. I was like, all right, bye. I'm going back to bed.
Flow state, man.
Yeah. So I mean, it's a long journey, but I mean, I'm very proud of you. You definitely stayed hard at it the entire time.
And and it's funny because so for those of you who don't know, today is the reason this is launch day is today is April 13th, 2023. April 13th of 2013. I mean, I was bleeding out in the middle of the street. I coded twice, the whole 9 yards. Like, I'm not supposed to be here. Like, Jay Bird made this comment the other day, and I was like, damn, that's a good way to look at it. Like, not mentally, I'm a 10-year-old, but like, fuck off. But mentally, I'm 10 years ordered. I don't know who made that comment. It hasn't come through yet, but I'm watching it. Go to ZachROIWilliams.com/one foot in front of the other to order your copies now. But thank you, whoever that is. But like mentally, this new life of mine is only 10 years old.
Yeah.
Like on this new refreshed mindset. And it's wild, man, to think about it that way. He said that like yesterday or something. I was like, holy shit, that's a good point. But it was interesting. So like actually writing this book, like you were explaining, like the sleepless nights, the early mornings, the whole 9 yards, like guys, it wasn't because I put this off. Like we knew today was going to be launch day when I started outlining this a year ago. So it wasn't even that like I just put it off to the very end.
No.
And that's why it's like I've been putting that much effort in it. I've been reworking it and redoing it. We deleted
so much shit happened.
Let's talk about it.
So much shit happened.
Yeah. I mean, I deleted a whole chapter out of it. I added a whole chapter out of it. Removed someone from one of my forward out of it. New forwards put in. Almost lost my publishing house over some stuff, and it was no deal to them. So Hillary
is amazing.
Is
fucking love her.
Fucking incredible. But because so many wrenches got thrown in it, in the kink or in the gears, and so much stuff that it just in order for me to get what I wanted, let's be real, I was the one being bullnosed here. Who we got? Andrew, my man, Andrew Howard Garrett. Let's fucking go. We in Vermont now, bitches. Let's fucking go. There's you a cold plunge read for you, Andrew. But no, Hillary's been incredible, but because so much shit like just went sideways, it was a constant uphill journey, but she pushed through it for me. And what it was is she gave me the choice. She's like, look, I love you, bro.
Yeah.
This is my job. I can't put my name on something
Absolutely.
without me putting my eyes on it, because we were making last minute changes.
Very last minute.
Past the due date, bro.
Yeah.
But she pulled. I'm over here bitching about passing a kidney stone like 3 days ago or whatever I was going through. She was passing bunches of kidney stones through this journey. Like, so she was.
Yeah.
I feel for her.
She's a G.
She's a G, man. Let's see who we got. That's a testimony. Woohoo comeback has definitely been stronger.
You really are a completely different person since that wreck, because I knew you before that and then watched you from that, like a completely different person.
Yeah. I mean, I definitely feel it. And I mean, I love the fact that other people get to witness it, because like it is a part of my story and is a massive part of like what y'all are going to read in this book. And you're going to see some struggles. You're going to see that I didn't get it right every time. shit. And I don't think I ever get it right on the first time. But anyways, you know, that's what the whole premise behind this book is like, see the lessons that I had to learn the hard way. I don't want you to have to learn those lessons the hard way. And these are 6 of the most incredible. Got another fucking sale. Who is it?
Y'all,
Where are we going?
the people that own this Airbnb, they have like an office down here too, and they're probably like, "What in the fuck is happening?"
Victoria
upstairs?
4. Let's fucking go.
Lottie has been all morning. Daddy said a bad word. Daddy said a bad
Did she really?
word
Oh my god.
all morning long. She has not stopped.
But no, this journey's been interesting because now that, you know, I'll talk about it here on this one. I talked about it on a few of the podcasts kind of like, got another one.
Do I need to go grab my coffee so I can
David, awesome. Yeah, grab your coffee. It's fine.
Shit.
we heading another one back to Tennessee. Guys, we hit, for those of you who haven't been paying attention or haven't seen, we hit #1 new release within 44 minutes. So our goal is #1 bestseller within 24 hours. These are all sales today. So y'all are helping us, man. Like you're gonna see the customer journey we're taking you guys on. So if you want to make a purchase, well, first of all, you better fucking make a purchase, regardless. ZachariahWilliams.com /1 foot in front of the other. You'll see that customer journey. You see why we're taking you down a very, very specific path. But no, it's been interesting. So the last 10 years, I talked about it in the last live. So go back and watch that. That's got some really cool information. But I talk about, you know, being the difference you want to see in the world, kind of where that came from briefly. We're going to get into that here in a little bit when Jaybird gets up for his interview. But one of the things I've been talking about in some podcasts leading up to this is like, you know, you imagine like a mastiff puppy that has these paws that he doesn't even, he's so scared of them because he's so young and mentally, and his paws are so big that like his own feet or his own shadow scare him. And that puppy doesn't realize what they're growing into. And it's not until he learns to get comfortable with that and step into those shoes to fulfill his role that like he becomes to be that dog that he's meant to be. And like I feel like that's what's happened with me, definitely in the last 10 years, obviously, but even sooner with like this book launch and like me speaking on so many more stages and what have you, where like I had to look at me the way other people were looking at me. And it really drove the point home this last time speaking in McKinney, Texas. I mean, dude, like
that's a good one.
You know, and like a woman left the auditorium in tears, later on came back and told me her reasoning for doing that. I got stage rushed after speaking. Not only that, what meant equally as much to me is like my wife got stage rushed afterwards. Lottie was there to experience the whole thing. At one point when I had the crowd working through a program, Lottie came running on stage to give me a hug, like all of that. Got another sale. Where are we going now? Joey, my man Joey Barrios, I think is how you say that. We're going to fucking Georgia. Let's go. I don't know how many states we're in now, but I think it's like approaching 30. I think we're in over half the United States right now. We're going to get a full report on that here in a little bit. But anyways, you know, stage rushed, lady went crying. I said it right. Let's fucking go. One of the guys now, I'm still swallowing this pill, but I mean, shit, you were there to hear it. But he said he's heard all the greatest speakers out there. Tony Robbins, Ed Milet, you name it. And he pointed at me, he goes, you are the best
You're the next
speaker that I've ever heard. He goes, you're the next one. Like you're next. And, you know, I'm just getting chills thinking about it, you know, but I've had to learn to step into these shoes that everyone else sees me in. And it's been a really not humbling. I hate the word humbling. Google the original word, and you'll know why. I'll call it modest. But, you know, modest and just honored to be in that position. But now it's about making right and holding up to that responsibility. And I think I know that this book is a part of that. This book is going to go on, like I said this earlier. I mean, it is what it is, but like now that I've gotten this day, this book launch behind me, like I can take a deep breath and know that like I have something that will live on without me now. Like there's multiple people whose books I'm reading right now who like are no longer with us. And it's crazy to me to experience that they can still impact my life not being here. And this book is going to be able to do that for other people. But mine better be autographed. I'm sending it back. I don't know who said that because it's not showing up. But hey, you got to buy 3 or more to get an autographed one. Whoever this is, let me know in the comments who you are, but we'll make it work.
I feel like that one had to have been Colt. Go up.
What?
That one.
Victoria?
No, down. That one.
Oh. Damn, who is that? She's
I like that was Colt.
Colt.
It's probably Colt.
But it. Oh, Tori. Oh, what's up,
Yup.
Tori? What's up, Gillis? I got you, Gillis. Anyways, man, I mean, so you've been around, like, obviously, like you said, you knew me before the wreck, you knew me after the wreck, and shit. I mean, we can even talk about it, but as far as like everything that's led to today, led to becoming I mean, in all honesty, guys, in the last 10 years, I know this is supposed to be an interview and I'm hogging the, but
I'm chilling, drinking my coffee.
Right?
Trying to wake up.
It's been a long day. A long night.
Bless it.
So for the past 10 years, since the wreck happened, which the whole entire first chapter of this book is about, where the title of this book comes from, and you'll see why. I've had people tell me, like, you need to write a book, you need to write a book, you need to write a book. And every time I'm like, I mean, sure, whatever. But it's all come to make sense now. And it was, in fact, Heather and I just got done doing 75 hard together. Got another soul.
You're gonna have to do like one interview per live now.
Yeah.
It just takes so long.
Nathan Mosby. Yo. All right. Let me give a shout out to Nathan Mosby right now. Nathan Mosby, he may not even actually be watching this live because I sent him this. So Nathan Mosby has a one foot in front of the other story as well. His one foot in front of the other story is this dude works out in the gym with me and is one of the biggest dudes I know. He is 6. My boy Jake Jetzel just got in this motherfucker. This dude just flew from fucking Puerto Rico to be here. Fuck your excuses. Why the fuck aren't you here? Support your motherfucking boy. Go buy a goddamn book. ZachRWilliams.com/one foot in front of the other. Anyways, back to my man Nathan Mosby. Nathan Mosby is 6'6" and 260 fucking pounds. Got out of bed one day, stood up to go to the bathroom, and a vertebrae in his back exploded. And this dude is now one of the fittest. Dude, he's gangster. One of the fittest dudes I know. Dude's a straight savage in the gym and just don't give a fuck. And like, if he can turn his back exploded into one of the best things to ever happen to him, like, what excuse are you telling yourself? He literally has to put one foot in front of the other. And this is exactly the lessons. Got another fucking sale! Ernest Lindley. We going back to Texas, baby. Anyways, let me get off my high horse. Can Lottie autograph mine? I don't know who said that, but we can make it work.
She can.
Damn straight. She can write her own name.
She can.
Anyway, so what, going through all this, you saw me before and after, but not only that, like after the wreck, I was still one type of way. But like it hadn't been, but the last few years that I think I've really been taking in a true mission to become 1% better each and every day, which has led to compounding interest, guys. I talk about it all the time, and forward momentum. That's the reason this book is out. I mean, you just heard us talk about all the obstacles that come in the way. I've been advantageously working on this for almost a year now. Sleepless nights, early mornings. You heard it from her. And we're still Big Marv is taking a shower right now because he hasn't gone to sleep. He's here now after a catastrophic engine failure on the way here. Had to get someone else to come pick him up. The whole 9 yards. Has been working through the night. We're still producing content for you, but we ain't fucking done yet. We're here. We're doing the work. But what's that journey been like as obviously someone that cares about me, but like now has adopted to care like this journey along the way?
I mean, it's just been fun to see. Like, it's been an experience that something I've never like gone through before. Cause it's like, you know, you always care about people. You always want to do your best and share your story and things like that. But like, I guess maybe like I never saw like the purpose in it before. Like, no one's ever going to listen to me. I have the same story as everybody. So like, it's been really cool to see it like really come to fruition and see how many like lives it's been changing, you know, like you coming from your 152 days, just being a shithead and all that hot
We
mess
not talked about that shit.
back then. And then, you know, when your wreck happened, that was such a dramatic, like a really dramatic and traumatic day. And then you literally came back from the dead and was like, nope, fuck you guys. Like, I'm going full force now. So like, it's been a very inspirational thing. And so now it's like, there's such a big purpose to that because of that. And like, it's here,
Yeah.
you're doing it. And to see it is, and to hear all these people be like, you know, you really are changing lives. You are going to be that next speaker. Like, it's been really cool to see.
That's awesome. Thank you. And I want to
Thank you for calling you a shithead.
Fuck you, first of all. So no, she mentioned the wreck and the traumatic day that was. So I said this live from stage last event, and it was pretty impactful for some of this. Even some of the keynote speakers even actually quoted parts of this the next day.
It made me cry, and like I was there, you know,
Yeah.
like, but still, it was.
So when I wrecked at a hospital that houses its own blood bank. So for those of you who don't know, like hospitals only keep a certain amount of certain types of blood on hand at any given time. Now, obviously, the smaller the hospital, the least amount of blood there is per type, and vice versa up to bigger ones. But having a blood bank meant we had massive amounts of blood to have access to. So I went through, your body holds 8 to 10 units of blood, and I went through 27 units of blood in 9 days. So essentially, I completely bled out 3 full times in 9-day sequence. Now, what's really fucking cool about this story is the local news channels actually ended up coming and interviewing people at the hospital, because the hospital started turning down people to come visit me because I had taken up 3 full waiting room floors with people there. Now, of course, I come to find out a bunch of these other stories that really like makes me happy. Like, some of the people were coming in, and you know, there was already some people in the waiting rooms. My guys would go out, or my team, my crew, my people, whoever they were. I mean, I was unconscious for all this. Would go out and buy food for everyone in the waiting rooms, the whole 9 yards. But anyways, I would have bled out a typical hospital of its blood, of my blood, type A positive. I would have bled them out. So we had people coming from all over to give blood in my name. Now, obviously, not all of their blood was A positive, so I actually didn't get a majority of those people's blood. But what's really cool about it is I've got a stranger's blood coursing through my veins right now that kept me alive. Now, the cool thing is all those people that gave blood in my name that didn't come directly to me, guess what? They're a stranger to someone else that they now have given blood to. It's coursing through their veins. So here's where a mental shift for me is: laying on that cold, hard pavement, bleeding out in a stranger's lap, is I had to fight through that. And I'm not going to tell the whole story because I want you to truly read it when I had the time and focus to put my heart on this paper and tell the story. But I had to fight through that. It was not easy. I could have died on that street that day. But me fighting through that allowed 100+ people to give blood and donate blood in my name that has now saved other motherfuckers' lives. Because just like me, if I had not had other people, strangers that had donated blood, be able to donate the 27 units of blood I went through, I wouldn't be here. But because I couldn't take their blood, it went to a stranger and it kept them alive. So if I had chosen to take the fucking easy way out on that pavement 10 fucking years ago and given up on life, who would I have killed? Who would I have murdered because I wasn't strong enough to push through it? And I don't know, man. It's been a wild ride.
That was a tough day.
It was a tough day for a lot of people, I'm sure. I've been blessed to have a lot of people support me and have my back, and especially like through thick and thin. But I'm glad, our story has come the way it has. Like, I'm glad, fucked up sense that you got to experience the shithead version of me.
Oh yeah.
Pre-rec and then, post-rec has been an insane.
That was a shithead moment too. That was some shithead moments too.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not perfect. I mean, you ain't perfect either, really.
Look, this is about you. Remember, it's all about you. So. Oh, thanks.
Yeah. What's as far as like the book itself and like what this actually come into fruition, especially now lately that I've been able to talk about it and stuff like that. Like, what are you seeing happen on your side of things now that like this has become real, and especially, bro, like it's in our hands, like. What's that experience been like for you?
It's exciting. I mean, like I was just saying, like, these are your dreams that are coming true. So like, it's really exciting to actually see that happen, see it come full force, and that, it didn't just like fall into your lap either. Like you put in really hard work for this. So like, it's just exciting to see you grow and keep learning, keep getting better every day. And like your dreams are really coming true. It's exciting.
We got another fucking sale.
I could be so sentimental right now, and then he would scream that.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry. I can't stop. I
It's
can't
fine.
turn this beast
It's
off, motherfucker.
Fine.
I can't turn this motherfucker off.
Yep. It's fine.
Listen, bro, we are hitting #1 bestseller 2 fucking day.
If y'all get him here, the quicker y'all do, the quicker he shuts up.
Damn, bro. You like that?
I mean,
see, you were being all sweet.
I was being nice, and you fucked it up. So you just completely switched my mood, and here we are.
I believe that was Abbott that made that purchase, but we going back to fucking Arkansas. Anyways, babe, let's go back to the sentimental version.
I'm over that. I'm done. I'm done.
All right.
No, I mean, I am. I'm excited to see all this coming true for you. I mean, you have worked very hard for it. I've seen you in a really dark stage in your life. I saw you dying. I've seen you trying to walk again. Like, I mean, I've seen all of it. So like to see you here, it's just, it's a very cool journey to, I mean, it was sad as fuck. It was terrible, but and hard to go through. But I mean, I'm very proud of you where you are now. And
as weird as it is to say though, like, and as bad as a lot of this was, I would go through it all again just to, if I had to be where I am today. So you actually, believe this or not, there's only one person that's read this other than me, and that's my publisher. Like, I have
not read it.
So Heather hasn't read it yet, which I don't know her reasoning or not. She hasn't even asked me for it. I have my own.
Damn.
I have my own.
Shut up, Mark.
I have my own ideas.
Don't make it worse.
I have my own ideas on why you haven't, but I'm also glad you haven't yet. So what do you think's inside of this book?
I mean, I know your divorce is in there. I know the whole baby situation's in there. Your wreck. I know about that dickhead that fucked us over long time ago when we got pregnant is in there. Oh God, I can only imagine that It's What We Do stories. I don't know. I think I might just skip that chapter.
No. We're past statute of limitations anyways. But I didn't put it in incriminating.
Yeah, I mean, I can only imagine the stories, and there's no reason why I haven't read it yet. I honestly, you have been so enthralled in it, and I felt like if I bugged you about it, I'd stress you out more, and it would just take longer, or you'd start fucking up, and so I was just. I'll read it tonight. Yeah. You know what I mean? And I'll read it tonight is what I mean. Yeah.
I hate that.
But yeah, that's the only reason. Like I was not even about to stress you out, especially with everything else that was happening and all the other stuff right at the end. Like I wouldn't even.
Yeah,
I was tiptoeing around.
There's been so much that's gone into this and obstacles
Mhm.
we've overcome and shit like that. But dude, it's wild to think that we're finally here. That
Yeah, it's right there.
it's right here. You know, we got.
I haven't even held it yet.
Oh, look at that!
Haven't even.
Look at that! And the first one you pull up is a
Aw.
picture of
That's
the three
three.
of us. Where is Lottie?
She is with Jaybird. Good luck, Jaybird. I
Hey,
gave
Jake, will you go get Jaybird and Lottie and bring them up here?
Absolutely.
Thank you, bro.
I gave her a big old sugar donut. So
Oh, great.
She's gonna be
She's gonna be wired.
She's
Not only
been
that,
on
she's
one
been
anyway.
hearing Daddy scream all day
All
long,
morning
So she's
long.
like amped, running
It's not
around.
our fault that, your energy is contagious.
All right, look, it is what it is. Hey, guys, right now, if you're watching it, www.zachariawilliams.com/one foot in front of the other. Pick up your copies, guys. We are rocking. We're rolling. We hit #1 new release within 44 minutes. We come here, baby. Jaybird, I'm about to get you up here in a second.
he's
Watch
not going to
the
actually
table.
interview. He's just going to talk about himself the whole time, and then like
Hey, bro, you like
every
that?
once in a while, ask a
Oh,
question.
baby. You on the camera with mommy and daddy? Yeah. You having fun? Yes.
Did you eat your donut? You did. Was it good?
Who's this? You daddy. You want to say hi?
No.
Oh, no. Oh, now you're nervous. Jaybird, come back here. Quit getting people high. You're the next interview.
Okay, sorry.
Oh, my boy Jake just dropped his backpack and it's fucking gangster. Bring that thing over here.
Yeah, he was trying to show me the backpack.
Well, you know
Be
what?
Respectful if you talk to him.
He's just
You
been
can get
yelling
this
this
on
whole
Amazon,
time.
right?
Not yet.
Not yet?
This is the prototype.
Oh, this is the prototype. But regardless, y'all need to follow my boy Jake. We'll get him in front of the microphone here soon. Follow him so you can follow his journey about dropping that. But anyways, what you got anything else to say about the book?
I'm excited to read it. What, baby? You gonna read it with me? No. I'm excited to read it. I'm excited to see what all's in it. I'm very, very proud of you. You've done an incredible job of going through everything you have and getting to where you're at today. And even with the book, I mean, that was a lot of shit all at once. So I'm very proud of you, and I'm excited to like see where all this is about to go. I know it's about to take off.
Yeah, are
So
you
get ready.
ready for it?
We working on it, huh?
Boogie, who's this? I don't know if I can pull it up to the exact page just like Mommy did, but
It was in the very back.
it's in the very back.
Yeah.
Oh, it's about the it's not about the author.
Mm-hmm.
Who's that? Yeah, that's awesome. All right. Well, Jaybird, you're up next. Let's go. We're gonna break into. You want to go hang out with Mommy now? Watch the chords. Be careful.
All right, Boogie.
All right, baby. I love you.
Let me too. Y'all hurry up and get to #1 seller.
Yeah,
Let's go
y'all
hang
get
out.
us the #1 bestseller so we can fucking hang out. Uncle Jaybird's gonna talk to you. Watch your step, baby.
Here, come over here.
But man,
We'll go play with some Barbies.
oh baby, you ready for this? Dog?
What's up, dog?
What's up?
Congratulations, man.
Man, this is a us thing right now, bro. This is a whole team thing. They just put some ugly ass dude on the front cover.
Man, I swear.
Don't laugh at that, Marv. Jesus Christ.
Here, we'll go live on Jaybird.
Oh, we finna go live, son.
double
We're
live.
going double live.
Y'all can see behind the scenes from Bird's point of view.
Michelle, thank you. Lottie is beautiful. Or I don't know if you were talking about Heather or Lottie, but they both are. Someone said, I almost took the ambulance out on the way to the hospital. I can't, so it's not popping up the name, but I can't remember who that was, but I do remember that story. You know, I'll tell you from the motorcycle wreck, as you can imagine, there's so many people's lives were impacted that day. I mean, you're going to be a great, you weren't there for that.
No.
So this will be a cool interview, but regardless, all the different people that saw all these different like viewpoints of it and how it impacted them was crazy. I mean, it's Colt. Yeah, Colt, dummy. Taking the fucking ambulance out. It would be, yeah.
I know. Dude, so I remember when it happened just because like that's when I first heard about you. And there was like it was signs everywhere. Pray for Zach, pray for Zach, pray for Zach. And you know, that's when what was that one club was real big when we were young?
152.
No, not 152.
Jerry Lee Lewis.
God damn, I can't even think of it. Anyway, it was a club that we were not supposed to be in at 18, acting like we were 21.
Census.
Oh,
Jesus,
bro, yes.
Jesus.
So, all the cats there, when it was like, it's what we do, like branded material, and it was pray for Zach, and I was like, who the fuck is Zach? You know what I mean? Because like I said, you were homeschooled, so I was like, how the fuck are you friends with all these people? And you didn't go to Bartlett, Cordova, Germantown, you didn't do none of that. And then you started recovering. I started seeing your comeback, and I ran into you at the club that one night, and we just kind of set it off from there. But like,
bro, that was a fun story. Let's talk about that.
Yeah.
So we're in 152, which was at the time, I think I was a VIP host at the time. And this is a fun story. So I'm throwing this, like, me, Kelly Potter, Tubbs, I think was DJing. I think Crutch was even DJing. DJ Ryan Potter. I mean, it was a phenomenal night. We're packed. I mean, this is a top 100 club, to put it in perspective. I mean, it was a big fucking deal. And we're partying. All of a sudden, this ugly motherfucker walks up and throws his arm around me. He's like, hey, you know my cousin. I'm like, hey, who the fuck is your cousin? Like, what are you doing, bro? And then we're hanging out. And so all of a sudden, I was like, FaceTime him right now. So he FaceTimes him. And of course, Andrew's like, hey. And I'm like, oh, shit, okay, he's for real. So I was like, bro, you coming with me? You hanging out with us the whole rest of the night, whatever. So dude comes and hangs out with me. And I mean, he's up in the VIP booth, the whole 9 yards. And then I guess I want to hear your perspective after this. So then he's like, oh shit, all right, whatever. He comes, hangs out, and finds out that we're at this time, bro, I'm throwing 6 events in 5 days in 3 different cities. We're moving some fucking people around the cities. And anyways,
you were networking, dog.
So anyways, he comes to every event after that, bro. Like the next day, he's at every one of these events. And then so it was still within that same week, I think, that you got the invite to New Orleans.
Man, yeah, it was close.
It was
bro.
quick. It was quick.
quick.
So he shows up, and at the time he had just he didn't get laid off, but you had just gotten phased out of your position, I believe.
How long was your recovery process of the wreck first? Like from when you got into so today is the wreck day. When were you partying and fucking drinking and not in a wheelchair? Over a year.
Yeah.
So then it was once you recovered, fast forward a year, you know what I mean? Yeah. Until you were, because we were friends. It was over 10 years ago.
Today's the 10-year of the wreck, so it's been about
9 years.
Yeah. Okay. But yeah, so you had just gotten phased out of your position. So like all of a sudden, this dude's been supporting me, coming to all these events. I was like, yo, you're riding with us to New Orleans, no questions asked. And he was like, and not to put it out there, but like he was like, bro, like I ain't got the money for that. I was like, motherfucker, that's not what I asked you. I said,
it is what it is.
I was like, do you want to go to New Orleans? And I was like, all right, Thursday morning, 6 a.m., be at the clubhouse. We're rolling out. This motherfucker showed up with a backpack. He's like, all right, so rolled with us.
I knew who they were from like social media more than I knew who they were like people wise. And we hopped in the truck and hotbox that bitch the whole way down.
So it's past statute of limitations and not really who gives a fuck. So I don't smoke weed. I don't knock anyone that does. Obviously, Big Marv and Jay Bird in the house.
I'm a pretty successful stoner.
They smoke enough for about 10 motherfuckers. But anyways, I just remember driving down Lake Pontchartrain over that bridge. We're doing like 105 miles an hour, all the windows down in this fucking Tahoe. And bro, him and Tubbs, I don't care. Tubbs, I just probably incriminated you, whatever. Blowing clouds, like blacking out cars behind us on the way down. Anyways, we went, we got another sale. Y'all are a little slow on this live. I need y'all to catch up. DackAllWilliams.com / 1 foot in front of the other.
help you out here. I'll
Josh Perry, what the fuck is up? Going back to Arkansas. Not me smoking while watching this. I don't know who said that, but that's fucking funny. But anyways, so that was a big part of our journey and our relationship. And I mean, just from day one, we've been rocking and rolling and riding. And so you've been around since then. So you've seen post-rec me, getting to know kind of who is this fucking kid, whatever, to now best fucking friends, business partners, shout out Cross Country Wellness together. I don't mean, that's kind of weird to say employee for one or whatever. I still call us partners.
Yeah.
In that, he's my head of sales, for ROI, and we're partnered in the Amazon stuff together. So, I mean, bro, it's been we put in work in the last 9 years, dude.
Bro, it's to think, like, I was just talking about that downstairs to Tasha, Big Marv's assistant, like, to think of where we came from, what we were doing 10 years ago to like what we're doing now, the conversations that we were having 10 years ago, what we were looking forward to now, like what we're looking forward to now. You know what I mean? Like people flying in from all over the country to hang out with
all
us.
Over the world, dog.
Dude,
all over the fucking world.
You know what I mean? So like,
what the fuck? Who does that?
Like we haven't.
I'm like Jake Jets on this bitch.
Not knowing these people like on a personal level, but for them to come out and support you and support what our movement is more powerful, I think, than what you give credit for sometimes. Because like this is a big deal, bro. You know what I mean? Like this book will change people's lives. I'm very confident of it. Like this one foot in front of the other. No lie, bro. Like this is what you've been preaching for as long as I've kind of known you. 10 years ago, I don't think you really knew how to put it into words like this. Yeah. You had the consciousness of it, but you didn't really know a direction. And then you started getting around the right people and things started clicking, and then fucking money started coming, and you're like applying this money to education, and then that education, bro, it was crazy. And so like, I'll tell people this, and if this gives anybody hope, I don't know if I've ever told you this to face, but like, don't take any offense to this, but I was like, if this fucker right here can do it, so can I. I was like, if this fucking bastard right here with 100%. A tattoo on his neck, you know what I mean, that's just inked up, I can do it too. And I was like, I didn't have any disrespect in that, but I was just like, he paved a way for me to show me how it's done. And so like, that's why I feel like you have broke the ice with, appreciate you, bro. You broke the ice for a lot of different people, is because the stigma of a tattooed weed smoking person, not that you smoke weed, but like somebody like myself, I could be successful and confident standing where I'm at, doing what I'm doing.
Oh, this is a good segue for what I want to talk about here.
So yeah, segue that bitch.
I don't know who just made that comment. Love you guys. Wish I was there already, but I'll be there tonight. Let's fucking go. So no, and I love that you said that, because I haven't actually spoken on this in a while, and honestly, I haven't spoken about it in any of the lead up interviews that I've been on lately on podcasts. But I love that. Like, now we're in around a few different networking groups and stuff, so we're around like successful, not your typical like gurus or whatever, that are like the 5-piece suits and the fucking shiny shoes and tailored suits. But like, so we're kind of around it now, so it is a little bit more norm for us. But traditionally, like, you don't see success or this or that as someone that's tatted up, that cusses a lot, that wears J's everywhere they go, flat bills everywhere, and so like, that was like my original mission. I was like, bro, I'm gonna fucking break the mold. Now, obviously, as I got more and more involved, I was like, oh shit, I do have homies doing big things in the game. So obviously, shout out everyone that we come into contact with being successful and doing the same thing. But like, and that's one thing that like I take more pride in than anything of like my own success, is watching those around me feed off that energy, to boost up on that confidence, and to see that like And bro, if I gotta be the one, and I'm not saying I'm the one to do this for anyone else other than the ones that would admit it themselves, but like if I gotta be the one to put in the hard work first to go through some of that shit and show people how to put one foot in front of the other and give them a blueprint and give them a cheat sheet, like I'm fucking down, dog. Like this isn't the Zach show. This is the us show, bro. Like I fucking wouldn't be here if it wasn't for without my crew, bro. If you look, I think it's chapter 3. I should probably, as many times as I wrote this fucking book and rewrote it, and I think that's why I don't have the chapters actually memorized. Okay, I was right. It's because I had to add chapters and delete chapters. Fucking chapter 3, dog, is called Crew Made. And the reason it's called Crew Made is because fuck self-made culture, bro. Ain't not a motherfucker in this world self-made. And if they think they are, they will fucking step all over you to get to the fucking top. So I'm here because I am crew made. I recognize it. I want a rising tide lifts all boats. And if you were the average of the 5 motherfuckers that you hang out with, I'm looking at 3 of them right now. And these are some strong motherfuckers, bro. I'm glad to be riding with them. But guess fucking what? If I'm the average of the 5 people I hang out with and fucking Jay-Bird pops off before I do, or Jake does, or Big Marv does, guess who's motherfucking next, bro? I am not selfish. I don't give an absolute fuck. And it's been proven over and over and over statistically that you literally are the 5 people that you hang out with. And I say this all the time. The better we all are collectively, the better we will be individually. And what I mean by that is if I can help Jake win first, if I can help Big Marv win first, if I can help Jay-Bird win first, I'm next. And then vice versa. If you are only as strong as your weakest link, if I'm pulling them down, the better that we all are individually, the better we are collectively. So it goes both fucking ways. So like, dude, like, if I got to be the first one to pop this one thing off, or then cross-country wellness pops off, or the fucking backpacks pop off, or the automation goat pops off, I genuinely don't give a fuck because they know I got their back, they got my back, so we're all going to fucking be popping off together. And guess what? We're making our own fucking table. We're fucking building that motherfucker, bro. We are the next generation. You look at all these motherfuckers you look up to, all your mentors, bro, they didn't just like fucking magically like fucking walk across each other and be like, yo, you want to be best fucking friends? Cool. Let's be millionaires together.
Right.
Like they fucking worked through this. They lost homies over it. They gained homies over it. They lost family over it. Like they became family over it. But you got to be rocking this shit together to get there, dude. New World Order. Shout out New World Order.
I don't know if you saw the post too, man, but like it definitely takes this community, like what Marv and his brothers and everybody and Eric and Weedy and Sweezy and whatever their names are. Shout out to them motherfuckers. Eric and Josh, man.
Tasha.
Shout out Tasha, Marv, Steven, fucking Scott, all those people that y'all have no idea that y'all actually don't see on a daily basis. I'm on these calls with them and like, I don't know what the fuck they're doing. I'm their sales rep, but they're building some shit and they're entering some like little codes that, like all those little buttons when you accidentally hit the wrong, like you're trying to go hit the emojis and then all these like little like Pac-Man looking things show up and @ symbols and stuff like that. All they're doing is fucking entering a whole bunch of those in different ways. And then it makes messages pop up and shit. The shit's crazy, dog.
Yeah. Bro, you smoke too much weed, bro.
But seriously, like, a lot of people think that way. I swear to God, I'm not the only one. Comment. Y'all can comment.
Eric said it was the best shout out he ever received in his damn life.
And you see that? Because I don't know how to do what you do, E, and I am appreciative of you because you are allowing me to sell what you fulfill. So, like, shout out to them because guess what? They're the ones that like made all these emails go out for you. They're the ones that made all these, you know what I mean? Like
100%.
I have no idea how you have a scrolling fucking buy your copies now. You know what I mean? Like, shout out to those people, dog.
First of all, I did that motherfucker.
Okay.
Bro, keep going, bro. Keep preaching, dog.
But like,
I agree.
people don't
100%.
understand what it takes to have a team. You know what I mean? Like,
Everyone wants to make it by them fucking selves
To
so they
lean
can
on
say they
something.
fucking did it.
so like,
We got some more sales.
Oh, we gotta get all 3 of us on that.
Come on, baby. John Magry, We going to Louisiana. Brandon Wyrick. We going back to Tennessee. Let's fucking go. Shout out Big Marv. Let's go, baby.
Shout out Big Marv. You know, this
Dang,
man
dang,
right
it
here
is-
is the
We're gonna
GOAT.
get you on an interview here soon. This dude's been going ham on this computer. I can't turn the camera around because you know we ain't set up like that. Don't touch it. Oh, camera gonna don't touch it.
Technically, you have a swoop.
I know, but I'm too paranoid. Guys, I'm telling y'all, I'm gonna write a book about writing this book. We were in Walmart this morning doing this last minute. Fucking Marv ain't gone to sleep yet. Dude, there's so much going on. A 14-hour drive, a car done exploded. Whew. Yeah, it's been insane. So like, you know, it's crazy to me that like the book title goes to speak for itself, one foot in front of the other, man. And that's, you know, what do we talk about in our group all the time? There's two things: problems.
And yeah, problems and solutions.
Like there's I talk about this all the time. There's two things where I say it's plain and simple that there's two options. So there's problems and there's solutions. If you're not a part of the solution, you're a part of the problem. Like, don't come to me with problems, come to me with solutions. Not only that, there's two options you have when you go to look at obstacles in your life. You're either going to get closer to your goal or you're going to get further from it. It's just plain and fucking simple. And one foot in front of the other is a fucking cheat sheet. It's a guideline. It's a blueprint to explain that and give you the 6 lessons that will literally fucking change your life. That it's like through all of this experience on all of our verticals, problems arose, like catastrophic shit that most people would fucking give up on. But we just, instead of focusing on how far we were from the fucking goal, we just look down and focus on putting one foot in front of the fucking other, dude. It's just, that's the way it fucking goes, man.
You know, I was in the car with Angelina yesterday, and like we started cross country wellness in the middle of COVID, if you realize that, you know, and like we started a business while everybody else's businesses were failing. But now, like, you look back and it's going on 3 years this August. Like, we're now a successful business. We're out of
Bro, we're
debt.
in the world's #1 fucking
Largest.
dispensary.
Well, yeah.
Largest.
They probably are the #1 because they're doing about $6 million a month right now.
Jeez.
Just to give you a heads
And we're
up.
bro, not only that, we're the only CBD company in that bitch.
In Deep Roots.
In the
Deep Roots.
My bad.
It's all
I'm
right.
getting ahead of myself.
It's all good, bro. You're excited
I'm
as you
excited,
should be.
bro.
Hey,
Yeah.
we're out here in Las Vegas celebrating your fucking book launch, one foot in front of the other.
Right.
You know, you fucking put one foot down and figure the rest out, you know, and like that's kind of like it does relate to life so much, man. Like how your next step, you know, your next move is so important, you know, with everything. So it could be the best move of your life or the worst mistake, you know. So, you know, it's huge,
And
man.
honestly, even if it's a fucked up step, bro, like there's a lesson in it regardless. Like we don't take L's around. We do take L's, but they don't stand for losses. They stand for lessons. You know what I mean? Like we either win or we learn around this motherfucker. So tell me, man, like, cause me and you gotten super, super close over the last, 9 years or whatever it's been. And like, I'm really honored that I like call you like a best friend and like just see how much you care about me and my success equally as much as you do your own. But like, man, so like I had the books. So this is crazy. Like if y'all order a book right now, y'all gonna get that shit tomorrow or the next day, like 1 or 2 day shipping. When I order the author copies, it's like 10 days before they even go into production. It's wild. But anyway, so we were cutting it short. So I sent them to your house. But what was it like when 50 fucking of your best friends' books like show up? Because like obviously this isn't just like, oh, my best friend wrote a book to claim he wrote a book. Like I'm not knocking it, So all right, let me preface this real fast. Y'all know how I feel about these fucking gurus, right? Let me put my little air quotes on the gurus. Like I should have been wearing it, but I had to rep cross country wellness. I should have been wearing my anti-guru hat today. So a lot of people write books and they're involved in these syndicated groups that will help them get #1 bestsellers. Let me just preface this, say, but I am no longer currently in any of those groups. We doing our own uncaged. We writing our own path, but regardless. So a lot of those people were doing this and going through the work to write a book just to check a check mark off to say that they wrote a book. Now, I'm not knocking you if you have, but you're about to hear the difference here, the difference in the mindset and the meaning behind why you actually did it. All right. So a lot of those people were doing so just so they could get Google Knowledge Panel, or just so they could get verified on Facebook or Instagram, or just so they could get IMDb ratings or rankings. All these, they were writing these books just to check it off and, get their, whatever you want to call it, get an ulterior motive behind it. Now, there are a lot of people out there that genuinely wrote books for a wholehearted reason, good, but a lot of them, it was for vanity metrics. I poured my heart and soul in this for over a year. I mean, it was after I got done speaking to McKinney, Texas, like 2-3 weeks ago. I didn't even have time. When I'm telling you all this shit, all the curveballs, I read the foreword to this book after I'd already seen it. It was already in the public. It was literally already in the motherfucking book before I read the foreword. And I started crying.
I would say you asked for that a while ago, though.
I
from
did,
the group.
but like I've been so busy, and there's been so much other stuff where it was
that
like,
it just went back of mine.
well, it was something that I didn't need to do.
Right.
I didn't need to do it. It was someone else already did it. It got sent to the publisher. Publisher verified it, plugged it in. So I'm reading the forward after it's already in the book, and I start crying. I'm just emotional about it. Like, this book means something to me. This ain't, motherfucker, I pay $14.99 to Meta for Facebook verified. I pay $14.99 a month for Instagram verified. I don't need to write a goddamn book to get verified. I didn't do that for this. I'm still doing everything I can because I care about leading with value, leading with education, and changing people's lives. And this book is fucking it. So you say that to preface that. What's it fucking feel like to pick up your best fucking friends, boxes of fucking 50 books, knowing that it ain't just because like your boy wants to get verified or get fucking Google Knowledge Panel? Like, this truly is like I care about this shit.
Man, so when I saw the packages, like I wasn't at home when the boxes showed up. So
oh shit, we're number 10 right now. We're in the top 10 number 10 bestsellers. Let's fucking go. Whoa, how long has it been? When did we fucking go live the first time?
man, it's been like 2 hours, maybe.
2 fucking hours. 2 fucking hours.
Maybe more than that. Maybe
Let me show you, motherfuckers. We number 10, bitches.
That is awesome.
Number motherfucking 10.
I ain't even bought mine yet.
Buy your shit, motherfucker. Buy your shit, motherfucker.
I'm just waiting on Lena to get here. I got something. I got a surprise for you too, by the way. So
Oh, shit.
yeah, I got a surprise for you. But man, to be honest with you, so while I was rudely interrupted by this asshole, I showed up and the Amazon had the boxes there, bro, and I already knew what they were, and it felt like the boxes were shining, bro. Like they were brown boxes, but like I felt like they were shining. So I grabbed them, I hurried up, and I put them in my office just so nothing happened to them. And I had this thing right here, this big backdrop, bro.
Yep, I had to send that.
I had this at the house too. So like, you know, obviously I have dogs and stuff, so I didn't want anything to happen to it. So I kind of like guarded it with my life. And then just, man, it's super special, bro, because I've seen what you've put into this over the last, this isn't a book that you just wrote over the year. This is what your life experiences of, you know, I told you this on the phone yesterday. This is like your second chance at life. This is your 10-year anniversary of you showing the world who you are and what you've learned and what your ability of giving a second chance is allowing you to do. So like some people might call you extreme, you know, but like, guess what? Have a motherfucker shot in the head, tell them that they're going to flatline and they might not live, have a surgeon bring them back to life and be like, okay, are you ready to have a second chance at life? I bet they would act fucking different. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like car accidents, like my dad was in a car accident, 17 broken ribs, fractured shoulder, and a punctured lung. I feel like he got a second chance at life, but got the short end of the stick because of his prescriptions that he got prescribed, So like what you did was I feel like you're able to show people what you can do when you put your mind to something, you have an action step, and then you go follow those actions step by step by step. You know what I mean? And you break it down in a way where, you almost you tell me this all the time, but you're like, if a fucking third grader can't understand it, then you're not explaining it right. And I know that's everything that you've provided in this book, to be like, look, if you fucking follow these guidelines, you can and will be successful. But I will tell everybody, you have to put in the fucking work.
100%.
Because without putting in the work, that shit, you're lying to yourself. Like if you don't have the receipts, people know.
Yep.
So like people know if you don't have the receipts and do the work. So like I didn't get here and I'm not sitting next to you by accidentally just not showing up. You know what I mean? Like I had to prove something to you, because there's a lot of people that would probably love to sit in my seat right now. I already fucking know it. So,
Man, I'm glad it's you, bro. And I'll tell you, I got two things that I want to talk about. And so one is, Bradley, shout out Bradley. He's got a gangster analogy. So he asked someone he's interviewing, he's like, yo, like, what would you do for $1 million? It's like, whatever. If you woke up tomorrow and I wired you $1 million, like, would you be happy? And then of course they're like, fuck yeah, I would. Like they start getting more and more static, and he starts kind of pressing on him a little bit to get him all hyped up on how excited it was. He goes, all right, well, I'll tell you what, I'm gonna make it 10 million. Right. And of course, everybody's like, it's like, but the catch is like, you're going to be dead. And like, all of a sudden people are like, oh, boom, boom, like a Mac truck hit him. Like, what the fuck are you talking about, dog? And he's like, all right. So like, if you're telling me your life is more important than $10 million and you wake up every day and you don't live like you just won $10 million, come on. Like, now I'm obviously paraphrasing, but I want to use that kind of to lead into, I'm not taking away from any other speaker. Definitely not anyone that I've heard. And Ed Milet's one of the most powerful speakers I've ever heard. So obviously, clearly, I'm not shitting on him. But if you want to use him right now, like one of his biggest, most powerful messages is the power of one more in his book and his speech. And I want y'all to think about this. And again, I'm not knocking him. I'm not knocking anyone else who has a similar message. But if you think about a lot of these incredible speakers, they use life and death as a massive, massive learning opportunity. But if you look at the common denominators of their message, it's because someone else died. Someone close to them died. Someone they cared for died. Someone that they loved, their family members, their friends died, and it put life in perspective for them. These motherfucking pages, dog, are because I fucking died. Now, I want you to think about that. It's powerful to think about your fucking father passing away. God, I hate that. It's powerful to think about one of your best friends passing away. But what if you thought about you fucking dying? If you put in shifted your mindset to think about, what if I fucking died today? What would I do if I had a second chance of life? That's what's in these fucking pages, bro. 208 pages in this motherfucker right here are the lessons that I learned now having to think about what a second chance of life is like and what do I want to do with that second gift. Y'all hear me say it all the time. I wasn't put on this earth for a reason. I was kept on it. So.
No, bro, I thought about that, and I can't say that I can relate to that or know what that feels like. You know what I mean? And not a lot of people on this earth can. So like some people might see you as acting radical sometimes or acting, off the wall or edgy because you post about eating ass sometimes, you know what I mean? But like at the same time, like maybe I would act that way too if I had a second chance. You know what I mean? Maybe
you
I
would
have
to care about what other people think.
You do, like
life's short, eat ass.
My new.
We got another sale.
You ready? You ready for my new favorite quote by my boy?
Brandon Hudson, we going to fucking Delaware. What's your favorite quote now about him?
Fucking Hormozy came
yeah.
out with another one, bro. So, by the way, Top Notch is calling us for some reason, and I got to go pick up Timothy maybe from the airport.
All right, let's do
But
it.
Alex Hormozy basically said, he said, I acted as if I have a problem right now, and I asked my 85-year-old self the question,
Yep.
and my 85-year-old self gave me the answer, and he's like, I'm no longer worried about that. It was basically, and that's paraphrased a little bit. I got to go find the quote, but he's basically saying, if your 85-year-old self isn't focused on what this issue is right now, why the fuck does it matter?
Well, he also says too.
Let me find out why they were calling me too.
No, you're good. We're about to wrap up.
All right,
He
cool.
also said too that, and I don't know if he originated this quote or if he pulled it from somewhere. Either way, but if it's not going to matter in 5 years, I don't spend 5 minutes worrying about it. But
No, for sure.
yeah, bro. Anyways, guys, thank you guys so much. We're going to take a break here on these lives. We're going to come back with some more interviews later. I got some more juicy information to let you know. But let's fucking go. Number 10, baby. Fuck yeah. Let's go. I'll see you guys soon.